new clues are emerging that everything, you and I and even space itself, may actually be a kind of hologram. That is, everything we see and experience, everything we call our familiar three-dimensional reality, may be a projection of information that's stored on a thin, distant, two-dimensional surface. Sort of the way the information for this hologram is stored on this thin piece of plastic.
What is this here?
First one? That's a microscopic picture of the film of a hologram, which in fact I made up myself with Microsoft Paint, so it's a fake. But it's about what it would look like. It's about what, if you look through the microscope at the film, not the thing that is being described by the hologram, but by the piece of film itself, it would look approximately like that.
And so then if you put light through it in some particular way.
Right, well, let's first. It's got some information in it. It's all scrambled. It's impossibly scrambled. You can't look at this and see what it is.
A holographic plate doesn't look like much under regular room light. It looks like dark swirls and random patterns. But when you shine a laser as a point source on a piece of paper and hold the plate up, you can see the image. For the longest time, I didn't understand why each eye received a unique image. That was until someone shined a laser through the plate itself. Here you can see that a very small region of the plate actually contains all the information for a particular angle. As I move the laser pointer around, you can see that the image itself is being projected and moving around for different angles. The detail is incredible in this. You can even see reflections off of the grains of sand. As I pull the plate back, the image gets bigger. The wavefront just continues to propagate out, and I can project clear across the room.
And it might be that everything in the universe, from galaxies and stars to you and me, even space itself, is just a projection of information stored on some distant two-dimensional surface that surrounds us.
This is another fake. I also drew that myself.
All right.
All right, so if you do the right thing with the hologram, namely shine light on it and so forth, it'll reconstruct an image.
So you got the flashlight. Maybe this is obvious, but the flashlight going through the film, and somehow the information in the film recreates the 3D image of the clown smoking the cigar.
But the interesting thing about it is that the clown is three-dimensional. You can go behind it and you can see whether he has hair on the back of his head. You can go underneath and look at the chin underneath. In fact, if this hologram had been made not with ordinary light, but if it had been made by an NMR scan, you could have coded on that boundary, on that surface, you could have the interior, you could have all your guts and blood and everything else, bones. The entire full three-dimensional structure would have been mapped. You used the word mapped, and it's a good word. Mapped onto the boundary, onto the film. And the important thing is not that you shine light to reconstruct it, but that the information about the clown is equally well and, in fact, in some sense, better described, more accurately described, more precisely described by the little dots and dashes and structures that are entirely scrambled, totally impossible for you to just look at, but it's there. It's there in that film.
It's there.
we may be on the verge of an even more dramatic revolution. For something that's such a vital part of our everyday lives, space remains kind of like a familiar stranger. It's all around us, but we're still far from having unmasked its true identity. But when we solve that mystery, we'll take a giant step toward fully understanding the fabric of the cosmos.